pull this chair off of my feet, honey.
What's up, everybody? I hope you guys had an amazing Sunday, an amazing day yesterday. You guys know I'm living my life. I'm doing my thing. And so it's kind of like, messing up my consistency a little bit, but I'm going to do my best to be more consistent. I was even thinking about like standing up and dancing around, doing my thing, I'm going to get back to that. I promise you. I absolutely do. Okay. Money make me dance. And I'm going to just be completely honest with you guys. I go live because I need to make money. Okay, this is a business, all right? None of your other favorite content creators look better than me. They can't, none of that on no level. Okay, this is why I even have it close up on my face. Let you know, face card never decline. Body card never decline. And, that right there is Jamaican, okay? So many people be trying to get me upset to get a reaction out of me. Thankfully, I'm taking anger management classes. But I just need y'all to know that I'm never truly alone, okay? If I got a little something in here, that motherfucker is quiet on mute like we had a Beyonce Renaissance concert. So, I don't be alone like that, okay? I believe in controlling everything but owning nothing. I don't own the Twitch channel. I don't own any of that. So good luck trying to squeeze some dollars out of me. I don't own nothing. Shit, you got to sue businesses to go after all of that. What's up, today's news? What's up? Here it comes. What's up, Fatima? What's up, everybody in the building? All right. You guys have been sending me messages on the back end, excited about this drama. And one of my opinion about the drama between Larry Reid and Bishop Bernard Jordan. Okay. In a nutshell, I think it's a complete abomination for these Bati boys to be on the internet fueling, lying to, manipulating black women, the black church to believe they're anything holy when they're unholy, right? It is not because they're Bati boys, okay? We're not going to be homophobic. They say the sin is in the activity opposed to the child. Well, suppose you're doing something and being promiscuous, like going out to Dubai with multiple people. The sin is in the promiscuity that is fueled by Larry Reid and Bishop Bernard Jordan. Okay, it's okay to, in my honest opinion, especially in today's climate, it's okay to be yourself. If you gay, you lesbian, whatever, society has grown and adapted to accepting that. It's not like this is the first time that, people are gay and being accepted. The founding fathers were gay. I mean, for God's sake, George Washington and them, they wore powdered wigs, pumps, and chaps and stuff like that. So they've always been gay. But we live in a day and age and a climate, especially in the black community, where many people are coming around to accepting it. And the other day I told you guys, check out my videos prior. Okay. I be dropping a lot of truths, a lot of bombs. I be telling my tea, but you got to catch it. You gotta catch it. Okay. I do got stalkers that clock tea from Clubhouse, whether it's fake or real, or heard something that I said a year ago and compare it to what's happening now to come up with their own perception and conclusion. And it'd be the furthest thing from the truth. Okay. But anyways, I love to go live and I love to entertain you guys. But at the end of the day, this is a business. So make sure you're supporting the business. Okay. The business is $ to not 007, my cash app, PayPal, all the other stuff. Zelle, you got it, flown it, ordered other stuff. And also Twitch is the #1 platform that I'm always on. Twitch.tv/the point of view, as you see right here below the screen. So just because you see me streaming on other platforms does not mean that that's permanent. I absolutely have a plan and an intention. And once those plans fall through, you guys will see that I will exclusively only be live streaming on Twitch. When I don't exclusively live stream on Twitch, my numbers be affected. But when I do, I get more numbers over here on Twitch. And I like to say that I'm probably the first, YouTuber that went to Twitch and that really actually brought a loyal and consistent audience to my platform. It's like YouTube or other platforms play this game, this algorithm suppression game. On Twitch, you have to build your own algorithm. Twitch sends out emails. So make sure you guys email notifications for Twitch is on. Make sure your email notifications for Twitch is going to your inbox and not your spam folder or your junk folder. And people are pulling up to hear what your boy got to say and pulling up for the docket. People that for some reason are not even following me. Why else are we getting 3,000 views on a video or consistently like 2,000 views, which means that 100% or even 150% of my followers are actually pulling up. To the naysayers and the people in the bag and to the people that Twitch is referring my channel to, it's okay. You can subscribe. Yes, you can subscribe and you can follow. We still gonna be here. We still gonna bring the content and so forth. And shout out to Twitch for, drip feeding me out there to the mass of Twitch. It takes a lot of tenacity, takes a lot of time to rank in these categories and for other people to discover you on Twitch. Again, Twitch is a boots on the ground, build your own type of platform, and I appreciate that. Obviously, the other platforms and stuff, they got great ad revenue programs and shit like that, which is why we probably get back to cutting out certain parts of a video and then uploading them on different platforms. Who the fuck knows or give a fuck about a Larry Reid or Bishop Bernard Jordan on Twitch? Nobody. So everybody that's pulling up on Twitch give a fuck about me and what I'm talking about. Other platforms is different, okay? These niggas cannot cross over into Twitch, and I challenge each and every one of them to do it. And I don't care if you this big shot on YouTube and you got Twitch channels or whatever, and your people is not pulling up for you like that. They're not. And I challenge you to do that. Because when you do that, they gonna come over here and check your boy out too. Yes. Shot, thank you so much. How you guys are doing? I love you. I appreciate you guys. I miss you guys. I know a lot of you don't know me in real life. But again, it's very, very important for me to keep a healthy flow of communication and, community building with my supporters. I'm in a whole nother country. Yes, indeed. And I feel extremely safe to be over in this whole other country. What's up, Queen Mava? Shout out for you being here. What's up, Fatima? Danat is a global time traveler. That's what I'm talking about. They snatch channels. They try to mess with your money. They do all this other stuff. But you see these people in the same spot with the same clothes, with the same nasty, bad attitude, and not progressing in life at all. And a lot of that over there on, the Indian plantation is redundant. Like, and I'm not saying... whatever. It's just redundant. I'm the type of person to where when I talk about something and I say it, that's just what it is. I really don't fixate on the same people or the same thing unless there's new information added, unless there's genuine beef or court, whatever the fuck it might be. I really don't try to be fixated on any and everything. And somebody told me, hey, Deny, you're fixated on Christian Rock. And I was like, maybe that's true. That's why I stopped talking about it as much. And then on the flip side, maybe that person was telling me that simply because they wanted me to stop talking about her. I do whatever I want to do. And right now it's not interested to talk about her. It's other things going on. This is a universal platform. We cover everything from the hood all the way to politics. And at the end of the day, I sell nostalgic energy. And that is what you guys need to be buying and paying for. You don't sit up here and listen to a Larry Reid or Bishop Bernard Jordan who wants to build a platform and he feel like the only way to do it is by taking out a Larry Reid who teaches people how to build cults and cult-like audience while hitting black women pockets and grooming little boys like Levontre Andrews, going out to Dubai for months at a time, eating buckets of doo-doo. Just to get their weight back up and then come over here acting like they breath don't smell like they got halitosis out of all that doo-doo, huh? What a time to be alive. Better thank God you ain't over in Dubai. I seen some missiles and rockets. Have y'all seen the videos? I don't know if this is AI, if this is CGI or whatever, but they got the fucking... Air Force out there dodging 500-600 bullets from Big Machine and then still hitting their targets and all this other stuff, man. They really out there with some top gun type of stuff. Shout out to them. And I'm going to pray for my black and brown brothers and sisters that are in the military having to fight the white people war. Because, yeah, y'all are at World War III. Yes, indeed. All right. 3 months here, renew the visa, then 6 months, then I got to get out and go somewhere else. Hey, man, I don't know what's going on, but God told me to leave that place over there for my own safety and my own security. And y'all sitting up here listening to Larry Reid and Bernard Jordan. Cognate. Don't that shit sound like a drink like Douce or something? Every time I see Cognate, Church of God in Christ, Cognate. That's a good name for a drink, bitch. Somebody, I bet 50 Cent put Cognate drink. It's called the Holy Spirit or something like that, okay? Larry Reid out here putting his seed in other people and putting his DNA in other people, acting like he's in the Matrix, when in reality, it ain't nothing but some HIV/AIDS. Allegedly, they got booty clappers and people jumping out. The players, you see them clear as day. William McRae gonna come up and stir the pot, spill the beans, and tell everybody business and everybody's secrets. But the big secret that he's not telling is everybody he talking about, all these men, is somebody that he want to sleep with, and he still can't get none. Fahad's on eyelashes, big ass bucket hats. You still can't get none, but you sitting around here listening to these women out their husbands in the pastor in the church because they ain't got the confidence to do it, and you running it back on the internet. But you still can't get no play. You got to be goddamn miserable if you ask me. I mean, you just ask me, you got to be miserable if you operate and move like that. I'm just saying. And then you got Jabba the Hutt. Wannabe failed drag queen trying to throw his bus in LA and trying to invite me to hotels in LA, and next thing you know, he just pick up his one little suitcase, a little mini camera. Big Mama!
Big Mama's here.
Shout out to you for being here.
Big Mama's here.
Shout out to Evangelist Val. Can we go ahead and scrape the evangelist off? I'm talking about like take a pen or a knife or something and carve that shit from next to your name like it's in the tree or something, because ain't nothing holy about you. Okay, I remember they tried to cancel me, and they said that I was a bad person when I pointed out that big mama Evangelist Val was a what is it, hypochondriac or something like that. I think that's what it's called when you go to the hospital and fall out for attention just to get them pills and stay high. Yeah. And Eric don't want to. Doing all of it for attention. Then they saying the same shit that I said 2 years ago, and now they praised and the audience loved them and oh my gosh, you're the best. But when I said it and when I brought up the website where she was writing them suicide poems, they tried to cancel me. But all of a sudden, like, y'all see this double standard? And this is what I mean by not hyper fixated and focused on anything. I done seen what was happening with Evangelist Val. I'm like, damn, I did this shit 2 years ago. Everybody wanted to attack me. Everybody said I was a bad person when this happened. And 2 years later, y'all doing my content. Y'all steal my jokes. Steal my jokes from Mexican Jordans and just claim it as your own intellect when I'm done and through with it. But they know where it's coming from. So yeah. Anyways, shout out to y'all. What's up, Jessica Bush? What's up with you? It's Sunday, and I'm here to tell y'all that listening to these Cognate, I'm finna get me a brand of alcohol, a cheap bottle of alcohol, and slap Cognate over it. Ain't nobody trademark Cognate, did they? And if they did, I'm gonna just put a period after the G or some shit like that and sell the Holy Ghost in a bottle. Cause y'all hoes gotta be drunk and high in order to listen to somebody like Larry Reid and Bishop Bernard Jordan with his big booty son, Manasseh. And like I told you, Jabba the Hutt and picked up, then went on over there to Atlanta, Georgia. He finally got the confidence to do it after, Larry Reid had Charles around. And I'm like, who the hell want to fuck behind Miss Netta?
I said, God get. And I said, God get. I said, God get him.
Why is y'all listening to ain't nothing but a big booty, a ding-a-ling chasing coalition over there? when y'all be listening to Larry Reid and them. I'm totally through with it. Didn't Conscious say when he crying about 2 months, and I'm just a good-hearted person and don't nobody do. You had overdosed them. What happened to the nigga you was wrapped up with? We thought you was lovey-dovey and stuff like that. You this big star. Baphomet, you this big star. What happened? You had a nigga over there wrapped up with him, posting him up every day. All of a sudden, he just gone. What happened? You got a good heart and it's too. No, you overdosed that mother man. He gone. He gone. Okay. Larry Reid posted you for the first time on Halloween 2023. That should have told you exactly what he felt and thought about you. Let alone he went over there on Terrence Jackson, took a clip of William McCray, a.k.a. the Crypt Keeper, and Larry discussing your HIV/AIDS status, allegedly. I don't know. And you cried about that. You keep on letting Larry Reid make you cry. You get up here on an unmonetized channel and booty clapping and doing all this. Is this the therapy that you said you and Larry Reid was going to? Which is you being right back in that same cycle. Wash, rinse, repeat. Do he love me? Yes or no? I protect him. He offend me. I cry and I protect him. He defend me and I cry. I protect him. He defend me and I cry. It's like, it's predictable at this point. And I haven't even been online and dealing with these people and knew these people for as long as they've been doing this shit. Like, why y'all pull it? Like, come on. Fuck wrong with you? Go and watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Martin, The Cosby Show, or something to educate if you want to watch the same shit on repeat. Just same shit on repeat, a different day. So again, I believe Larry Reid and Bishop Bernard Jordan, some of the biggest sinners on the internet. Bald-headed niggas, big ass, big booty ass niggas, all of them bald-headed, chasing. Ain't chasing that nigga. So that's what I think about it, okay? And shout out to the person who sent me a cash app and wanted me to talk about it. This is what I think about it. I'm not really playing the game. Like, we done seen the recordings being released. Why he want to sue and they want to sue each other about some recordings being released after they was met up at a mall kissing and sucking on each other and all this other stuff? Why Larry ain't sue Vincent Tyrell for releasing the recordings and stuff like that? Why when you put your seed inside and all this other stuff? Yeah, somebody said Larry is a greedy bottom is what it looked like, okay? And they say he's short stabbing. I'm like, huh? Let me get up out there. They even got the white man Shane out there, Holy Ghost and praying God and challenging. Let me get up out there. Bitch, at this point in time, I'm finna run for president of the Cognate and president of the United States. Let me see how many votes I'm gonna get. Registered offenders and creditors and all these other people from online want to do it. Let me see how far I can get with doing it, bitch. I already got to make noise, especially in the court of law. Bitch, let me tell you something. The court of law is fun for me. You think I give about a trial court judge or an appellate judge, bitch? I'm looking forward to going all the way to the United States Supreme Court to defend mine. Okay? And anyways, what's up? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. That's all I have to say about Miss Larry Reid, Larisha, and I mean, we can revisit it. Maybe I'll drop the link, but listen, I'm not interested in dropping a link and having people to come up here and take me by surprise. Like there's a beef. I don't have beef with nobody. Okay, beef is when you have beef with somebody, you see blood drawn, and there's nobody worth me going to jail on the internet. I don't have beef with nobody. Okay, it is my sole responsibility and my duty to forgive, to forget, or to do whatever I feel like doing when it comes to my correlation to other people. And I'm the type of person to where if you my friend and you met, and specifically, like if you're my friend and you're friends with somebody that I don't like, that's fine because that's your relationship with them. But if I'm your friend and you become friends with somebody because of my relationship with you, and then that person does something and we fall out, bitch, I'm snatching my friendships back. All of my friends are coming with me. And if they're still complicit about being your friend, they're getting blocked. I don't give a fuck about. I don't care. You can invite me to all you can eat seafood bar and I ain't spend a dime on that bitch. If you're my friend and we're friends and you want to be friends with somebody that I had to cut off, that hurt me, that offended me or some way, I can't think about you or engage with you without considering the perception of that other person and what y'all could or could not be discussing behind my back. Fuck both of y'all, bitch. I'm that type of nigga. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm best when people leave me the fuck alone. All right. I've always been the type of person where I can sit down and do my homework by my goddamn self. Don't talk to me. Don't bother me. If I don't want to fucking bother with you, and that's just what it is. I'm that type of person. So I just wanted to clear the air with that right there. That's not childish. Somebody said it's childish for me. It's not childish for me to feel like protecting me. I'm protecting myself. Okay, I'm protecting myself. And if you are a mutual friend, you should be trying to bridge that gap. And if that bridge actually fails or whatever, then you should come back home. Home base is my friendship, my connection with you, not the other person. You wouldn't have that friendship. I don't give a fuck if that person is richer than me, nicer than me, or I don't give a damn. Like, I'm serious about that word friend. And this is why I only have like 3 or 4 friends that I've known for the past decade or more. And I'm content with them. They know me. They absolutely know me. They absolutely cherish me. And this is how I give it up. And if they introduce me to somebody, I'm not finna be quick to call that person a friend, because whatever they got going on with that person is what they got going on. And at the end of the day, that's my friend. Especially if you meet me in real life, like literally the last time. And what made me start saying that there's no friends on the internet is, I actually met somebody in real life and we was cool. Everything is cool, copacetic. They understand and had a reasonable opportunity to understand who was the ops and what the ops were doing. And then you affiliate yourself with that person. Oh, bitch, I'm snatching my friendship back. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but if I really considered you a friend, I'm not going to drag you like that. This is why I didn't drag Terrence Jackson. This is why I didn't drag King Jive, because I'm like, we were cool, but it's just there's some things that I don't tolerate and that I don't like. You have your own moral compass. I have my own moral compass, and my moral compass tells me not to fuck with you. At least not now, maybe not in the next year or two, but it doesn't call for me to come out here to drag you. Even the fucking the day owl. I don't finna drag you, bitch. I help you get monetized. I don't feel like dragging you. Why would I do that? Like, you're not gonna play on my top. I'm not trying to control anybody, but you're also not going to play on my top. Respect goes a long way. So if I tell you this is how I maneuver and this is what's considered disrespect and respect towards me, and you play with that thin line, and it makes you feel inhabited and make whatever, then go your fucking way. I'm good on my own. Denot can attract any and everybody that I want to attract, even if I don't speak the same language, because that body language is universal. You ain't got to speak the same language to vibe with somebody who sees your body language or whatever. I'm always good. Okay, and I value friendship. I value my peace more than friendships, more than fickle shit. Like, bitch, get the fuck up out of here. Period. Point blank. That's how I do it. Difference between associates and true friends. Exactly. Only way to block the negativity, keep on your own positive journey. That is absolutely true. And it brings me to my first piece of content. Like, y'all ladies have got it fucked up, okay? Women can be worse than men sometimes. And speaking of that, being on the internet and not meeting people, there are some people who are uraniomaniac to where they believe that their parasocial relationship with you is an end-all be-all, and from the commencement of them supporting you or gravitating towards your platform, suddenly they married to you. And Streamer King was stunned after his stalker pulled up in the gym, middle of his screen, And this person is claiming that she was married to him for 3 years.
How what?
What you mean how I can't say hi?
Huh?
I can't say hi?
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Who am I?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on camera.
I'm on stream. I met you before? Where? From where? From where? I don't. Yo, I don't know you. I don't know why you in my face. I'm in the middle of work. I never seen you a day in my life. I don't get why you. Yo, chat. What the fuck? What you doing? Yo. God, like I don't know you. What's wrong with this girl? Yo, chat, I'm not gonna lie, this is a serious situation right now. I don't know this girl, but oh my God, she thinks she's married. She thinks she's been married to me for 3 years, chat. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm shook right now. I'm shook right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm shook right now. Yo, hey, she's stalking me. I don't know this woman. She just ran down on me. I was working out. She just ran down on me. I never seen this woman. I don't know who that is. I was just streaming, but maybe she found me on the stream. I'm not gonna lie. This is serious, chat. Like I've never had a stalker before. Yo, chat, I'm not gonna lie, this is a serious situation right now. I don't know this girl, but...
You see, like, ladies, that is not cute. And I read a couple of comments, other women getting 120 likes. Oh, this is like the guy who has a baby mother that he doesn't want to claim. It's not that deep for him. Like, this is scary. It's dangerous for weirdos to just pull up on you and act like they know you or act like they was in some type of relationship with you. And I get it. It might be clout chasing, and she might feel like if I align myself with this person, then that's what it is. But you need to be clear. You're clout chasing. There's other ways to clout chase. Everybody does it. Fuck wrong with you. Like Cardi B clout chased Nicki Minaj, and Megan Thee Stallion clout chased Nicki Minaj. But it wasn't to the degree that it's stalker type of behavior, just pulling up on people and then claiming that you was married to this man for 3 years. Where is the documentation? Where is the proof? Like, I'd be scared to open my Instagram messages. I'd be scared to engage because there are some really sick people out there in this world. Like, I take my time communicating with people who support me. And then when I find out they got dad issues, they got mama issues, they got guy problems, I have to step back to protect myself. That is not cute. And we goddamn know that if it was a man doing that to a woman, he would be in jail and he would be canceled. Why do women get away with their bad behavior? Even in the goddamn court of law. Why is it okay for that? Why is it okay for you to just show up randomly? He don't want you. He don't know you. And you looking crazy, eyes bigger than a bowling ball. Oh, why am I on camera? You don't want people to document the fact that you're stalking this man. You want this man to cut his screen off because you're hoping and brought in some type of conception that maybe you guys are going to be together or whatever. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, he can press charges on her. He really can, and he should press charges on her. It's stalking. Restraining orders not even can stop these bitches. Some people even said, oh, restraining order can't even stop me. I'm still going to do what I need to do. Euromaniac. Okay. And if you haven't been diagnosed with it, it means that you are infatuated with someone and you have this ideology of being in a relationship with them when y'all are not on the same page. You're not on the same. And it's okay to have that infatuation sometimes. And what I mean by sometimes is you have to have the conversation with the person and y'all got to get on the same page. You understand? I'm not even going to lie. It's been situations to where I wanted somebody, but when we got on the same page, okay, we on the same page. All right, well, guess what, motherfucker? Okay, you thought I wasn't a player, bitch. I'm a player. I'm out there. I'm doing whatever I need to do, bitch. I'm playing motherfuckers, okay? All right, you should be lucky that you even got my attention and got me off of my game, got me being a square out this motherfucker, because I thought that if I presented myself as goody two shoe or somebody ready for a relationship with you, everything would be cool. But okay, we're not on the same page. Don't get mad if you fucking find out that I'm a player. Don't get mad if you find out that I'm slanging it around here and shit like that. Now you caught up in your own confusion or whatever. Motherfuckers like to say it's, parasocial relationship. Yes, Nikki, you have a question about parasocial relationship. It's basically people that get your name tattooed on them that don't know you. It's even to the extent of celebrities. The reason why they walk around with bodyguards and need them is because it's safe for them to assume that any and everybody has a parasocial relationship with them. Meaning that they have their own perception of that person and probably done hardwired themselves to think and feel a certain type of way through their artistic expression, the music. Like whatever happened to the girl about a year ago was a girl that went to a Chloe Bailey concert, and she basically said that she was in a relationship with her and took a picture with her and this is my boo, this is my lover. Chloe don't know you. Don't even know what's going on through your head while you're there taking pictures with her. You got a parasocial relationship going on. And parasocial relationships are not all bad. Like all of y'all that support me religiously have a parasocial relationship with me. That way, if you pull up, you're stalking me, even if I don't want you here, you have a parasocial relationship. It's up to me to accept that. And it's up to me to speak on how you should co-define that relationship to bring your ass back into reality. But you keep on pushing the boundaries, wanting to move in the same city, be in the same location. Let me tell you something. At this point in time, any stalker that I have online, I have well-documented proof, proving that you're a stalker. I have proof sent to your local police department. I have proof sent to my local authorities. So if you pull up on me and I fuck you up for being a crazy lunatic, yes, because these hands are bisexual. Yes, indeed. Okay, and these hands are bisexual. You pull up on me with that crazy stuff, you liable to get knocked out. Let's be crystal clear about that. And I want to congratulate and commend that brother for restraining himself. And she's so goddamn crazy to the point to where she probably looking at it like if he get mad or if he stop his workout and leave, I did that. And he's supposed to be with me. Or if you file a fake ass police report and claim that you've been somehow victimized and trying to put that nigga in jail, and then the next day you crying, oh, I didn't mean to do it, why don't you forgive me? That's beyond refucking approach. Nobody has to deal with any of that. You are a stalker. And I don't understand why women support other women that participate in stalker type of behavior. It's fucked up. Here go another one. Let me look at this before I give my verdict on her. Jonah Blaze accuses Michael Maurice Pennell Jr. of abuse, claims Kansas City Chief player sent her mom to the hospital after shocking allegations about past assault.
This is January 7th. This is my eye. He's asking me to go smoke with him outside. And this is my eye. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Mike Pennell. This is January 7th. This is my eye. He's asking me to go smoke with him outside. And this is my eye. In Phoenix, Arizona.
And then she wrote a whole long essay. He asked me to go smoke with him. This is my eye. And this happened January the 7th. Man, why did you file a police report that day? And then he asked you to go smoke with him. I'm pretty sure you went and did it. I'm pretty sure you turned on the camera, recorded this to document this, and then went and smoked with him acting like everything is okay. And now you want to blame your mother hospitalization on alleged abuse by him. A lot of these women and some, collect up receipts and stuff and then run out to the courthouse and claim to be a victim of somebody when they really can't get that way. And that's what it is. It's a control mechanism. I hate motherfucking shit like this.
A
weak ass fucking bitch ass nigga, bro. You use women all your fucking life. You use women and you play them and you keep playing them. I am not that bitch to fuck with.
So that's what it's
Everything
about.
that I did, I've never fucked nobody but you. I didn't play with nobody but you. I didn't think about nobody but you. You got a bitch at your fucking game. When I backed you, the shit that you
See, we expected Cardi B to do this. Instead, that bitch got on her grind and went on tour.
brought me this shit, I don't fucking want it no
Look at
more.
her, crazy.
This shit, all this fucking shit that you fucking gave me. I swear to God, all these little shits that you be sending to fucking people, all that shit, fuck you.
Girl, you been doing this shit for years and we don't care. You mad because you still haven't been chosen. Releasing DMs and messages. I seen the message the dude said, get help. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Why we in society got to accept the bad behavior of women. And I'm not saying that she's all the way wrong. God knows we in a society. You got to protect women and believe the women and all this other shit, especially on the internet. Ain't nothing but a whole bunch of crazy bitches just like her tune in on the internet every goddamn day to get their fix of drama, take their frustration out on men that they don't even know like me, and go and listen to motherfuckers. That was the purpose of Kevin Samuels. All these women sitting up there mad at Kevin Samuels, but you ain't checking the nigga that you got in real life, and you want to get online and talk about Kevin Samuels, using him as a scapegoat to pop your shit at the nigga who don't want you. That's what it's given. Fuck her, fuck Jonah Blaze, etc., etc. Okay, wait to try to get your lick back when them niggas want you. A black man has gone viral because he put out a post, and you know, black women just climbing on top of him. They just like Jonah Blaze. He says, as a single dad looking to date, I have been told by black women that because I have 2 children that are mixed, that I am at risk. I am a risk to date. They say I look like I like white women, LOL. Although a valid concern when looking to be dated. My reply usually is my kids are mixed with Hispanic and my preferred type is black women. He said his preferred type is black women, and I'm pretty sure they punishing him just for, you know, going out and doing whatever he want to do. I've said it countless times. Black women, you don't own black ick. And black men, you don't own black E at all, okay? You like who you like and love who you like. And here someone said, honestly, there isn't a fix. Black women, unfortunately, are used to not being prioritized or not being the first choice. So many black men deem other races superior to us, so it gives us a bit pause when a black man who dates and has children with non-black women suddenly wants to come back home. That said, it's not impossible as long as you treat her with care and respect. And people saying, yeah, I see that. You prefer black women but had kids with a Hispanic woman. Do you not see the irony in that? So pretty much they clocking him and what he decided to do with his thing, okay? Yes, indeed. Again, like this whole diaspora war is something that's super crazy, and it happens in all races. Like I said, and I've said it countless times. Look at Tia and Tamara; they're mixed with white and Caribbean. Their white side of the family don't want nothing to do with them simply because their dad divested and had to disassociate with his family in order to build a relationship and a life with that Caribbean woman. They still get it, Tia and Tamara. And they are, everybody loved Tia and Tamara, but their own goddamn family. So black women are angry and mad. They've been mad for a long time. But see, it's black women's fault to an extent. And I said it with Black and White, Loving versus Virginia, the first case where a black woman wanted to solidify her marriage to a white man all the way at the Supreme Court to stamp and do away with the laws of black and white people can't marry and procreate. Black men left black women during the Vietnam War and sent the dog chains back and said it was gone. Then the white man coming in our neighborhood, this is about the 50s and the 60s, coming in our neighborhood, screwing black women, having biracial kids, the milkman, okay? That's where they get it from. The milkman that slept with your wife, and now you got a high yellow one out there. Still going on. Christian Rock and Tasiki dad. is a white man, so and a black woman procreated with them. At the end of the day, bitch, I don't want to subject my body language or what gets me hard or what gets my rocks off to be that anything other than how I actually feel about that particular individual. Now, in society, black women have a stigma for being, black people as a whole have a stigma for being too emotional or too emotionally invested. White people are not like that. They run away from the emotional accountability if it gets too hot and heavy, if it's not their decision. So you playing a game to where you got a code switch, even with biracials, especially if their mother is white. You got to play a game. Oh, I'm going to pull back, and you got to shrink yourself to be in this relationship. And then suddenly you've had 2 kids with a Hispanic woman and have spent so much time shrinking yourself. And now when you want to be free, you want to go back to black women that you feel like you don't have to shrink yourself to. This is why black women feel like they were not prioritized. You don't want to be real with them from the start. You want to play a game, shrink yourself for other races. And now that you figured it out, you want to run back over here. And then you got biracial kids with motherfucking type 3C hair. And she got type 4C hair. Talking shit. You ain't my mama. And I can tell that. You understand what I'm saying? It comes with priorities that black women don't want to deal with. And black men don't want to deal with it either. Black women, y'all get with the white men and procreate. And then got a black father in that bitch. Them kids know that that's not their dad. Same difference. So, again, the gender war, when will it ever stop? It's never going to stop. It's something inevitable. In this day and age, climate is fucking atrocious. And we need to delineate, okay? We absolutely need to delineate. I hate when black youth be doing some shit up out here in the streets. And people look at them. These are black kids. They're never going to learn. Oh, look at them. Look what happened in the state of Florida out of all states. Come on now.
Oh, Lord.
3 suspects, ages 12, 13, and 15, arrested in rape of 12-year-old girl in Miami. And I do believe that Haitian.
Community garden on a June evening became the scene of a horrific crime at the hands of.
So you're 12 years old? You're 13 years old?
2 middle school aged boys.
You have a grand jury indictment charging.
Now facing serious charges to include kidnapping as adults, accused of a violent act of sexual battery. The 12-year-old victim telling police as she was leaving her friend's house, 13-year-old Nelson Nunez grabbed her, forcing her onto a couch in a community garden. Another boy restrained her, she said, and as 12-year-old Josiah Jones put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming, Nunez, she said, raped her. The co-defendants only stopping about 30 minutes later when they heard her father calling out her name.
And just minutes ago, we learned from the Miami State Attorney's Office that there is a third co-defendant, a 15-year-old by the name of Xavier Tyson, who is also facing the charges in connection that he has to this incident as an adult. And those include felonies of lewd and lascivious, as well as false imprisonment.
This community garden on a June evening became the scene of a horrific crime at the hands of.
So you're 12 years old? You're 13 years old?
2 middle school aged boys.
You have a grand jury indictment charging.
Now facing serious charges to include kidnapping as adults, accused of a violent act of sexual battery. The 12-year-old victim telling police as she was leaving her friend's house, 13-year-old Nelson Nunez grabbed her, forcing her onto a couch in a community garden. Another boy restrained her, she said, and as 12-year-old Josiah Jones put rocks in her mouth to stop her from...
Put rocks in her mouth? Like, how despicable. Like, this is inhumane. And because they're kids, I'm going to be extremely careful about what I say, because you can't, like, if they was adults, I can go ham. Okay, but you got to be careful when you covering kids in their activity, because at the end of the day, they're still kids. And these platforms still somehow protect kids, even though they do some of the most egregious crimes. I don't give a damn if you're a child or an adult. I feel like when you violate somebody like this is learned behavior. Put rocks in somebody's mouth, and then pull the Houdini and then grape this girl. These little boys are growing up seeing their fathers and stepdads treat their mothers the same way. Put rocks in the girl's mouth. How inhumane So with that said, electric chill. You know, and I'm a scale back. I'm just focus on the facts. Florida is a state that now has they've always had the death penalty, but now they require less jury members to agree with giving someone the death penalty. And we first learned of that rule when it came to Melly, who still has not gone to trial yet. Okay, so I don't know if these kids are going to be tried as an adult or not. What I would do if I was the court, I would definitely try them as adults. And the reason I would try them as adults is simply because not just because of the act that they did, but they went for as putting rocks in her mouth. She could have easily swallowed a rock and got a lodge in her throat. They tried to silence her with rocks off the ground and stuck their nasty, dirty, dingy self off in that little girl. So this is why I feel like they need to be tried as an adult. The act of rape plus the rocks. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know how the court is going to do it, but if I was the court, I would totally try them as adult. Mm-hmm. And as an adult and being tried as an adult, they will be subjected to the jury voting on whether or not they should get the death penalty or not. Mm-hmm. 12, 13, 15, they get the death penalty. It'll happen in about 20 years when they about 35, 36 years old. They're going to be institutionalized, already proved that they can't function out in society. And that's on them. Because what age was it like you actually become a man, or when your decisions become your own? I don't know about y'all, but when I was a kid, I heard when you turn 13, you can no longer blame your mistakes on your parents or your environment. So the 12-year-old, I give him a little grace because he's not teen. He's not 13. He's influenced by these other ones that have become teen. And that's me saying it as a black man, but no cracker don't care about it. Somebody said they need to go. Someone says, I'm sorry, there's no changing that is overt actual. They are heartless, throw them away. That's what some people are saying. But again, at the end of the day, they are kids, and we are supposed to give kids, especially black boys. Like, I'm a black man. I know what it's like. Like, when I was fucking 12 and 13, nigga, matter of fact, when I was 7 and 8 years old, nigga, I was picking up desks. I was breaking teacher noses and shit like that. Motherfucker, and this is before Trayvon Martin happened, okay? Because that woke me up. I was like, damn. The police used to get me from the school and hog tie my hands and feet because they were finna kick out the police car windows and all. This is before they started putting the wire and shit on the police car. I was a kid banging and kicking it. And them crackers kept giving me chance because I've always been smart. You ever met a badass, smart ass kid, somebody doing calculus in 3rd grade, but quick to break a teacher nose? That was me. I went to boot camp several times, so I'm all about rehabilitation because those kids, not dumb, because what they did, I ain't never do that, but just being defiant and against authority and shit. I'm still partially defiant against authority. People done got court cases and restraining orders against me simply because I'm defiant against authority and not because of their complaints instead. And having me to fight the system, fight the power. I was born to do this shit, That's how I feel about it when it comes to fighting the power. But I would never, ever, and have I never prioritized abusing somebody that looked like me in such an egregious, life-threatening, traumatizing way. I have never done any of that. I will tell you that, okay? My gripe has always been with the white folks when I was a child and they'd have put me in jail and all this other shit. But anyways, got to be careful how we report things because society is very, very sensitive. See, people can say Donald Trump is racist, agree with him or not. One thing that I do know, Donald Trump gave women their life rights to claim and liberty back, okay? Obama and Biden and all them want to confuse and help transgenders get surgery. They got the gummy bears now. The Obama I like the gummy bears now. But Trump reversed all of that because at the end of the day, I don't feel like a child should be able to determine who they are and who they're going to become. You're a goddamn child. Me personally, I have a kid and my child come out and say, I'm gay or I'm trans. You what? Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't sit your ass down. Go get in that corner. That right there, that corner right there. Go get right there. I'm not going to extinguish your emotional capability. I'm not going to do any of that is what I'm not going to do. But at the end of the day, you're not going to come here and tell me who you are and me knowing how society is built. It's not like you coming to tell me that you want to be an astronaut or a doctor or a physician. You're coming to me to tell me that you're defining your sexuality and who you are and what you're going to do. Just imagine your little child who don't know anything about sexuality coming to tell you that he's a trans or she's a trans or he's gay. The only thing that I'm going to be thinking about as an adult that's understanding and hearing my child is, damn, my child really want to get his or her back cracked in by the same sex? But, you know, people are sensitive these days, especially in states like California. What about this one? A trans teen arrested for unaliving of mom and mother's boyfriend because they used the wrong pronouns. Then she falsely blamed a black man. Blamed the black man pronouns and shit. Let me tell you something. They got a whole dictionary with about motherfucking 83 pages about all these pronouns and different and stuff. Let me tell you something. You got me messed the up. Parents are too soft these days. But you should have been in boot camp, reform camp, or something like that. And you had the nerve to blame a black man.
Doing that's not fair to you.
Well, me and her would have a lot of arguments about things, especially over like me being trans. So she'd be like, "You're not a real boy," and blah blah blah, and all, you know, the whole spiel of transphobic stuff.
Okay.
She doesn't approve of your lifestyle. She doesn't approve of that.
Would you say
she was like trying to kind of meet me in the middle, but it wasn't really working all that well all the time. She would try to call me child instead of, because it's more like gender neutral rather than kind of meeting in the middle, I guess.
Okay. Is she misgendering you?
Yeah.
So when you guys are arguing, is she intentionally, you know, calling you she, or not using the appropriate pronouns, or not referring to you as Jasper and referring to you as Julia?
Julia tells detectives Kelly was unsupportive of her lifestyle and that it sparked many arguments.
She's doing that's not fair to you.
Well, me and her would have a lot of arguments about things, especially over like me being trans. So she'd be like, "You're not a real boy," and blah blah blah, and all, you know, the whole spiel of transphobic stuff.
Okay.
But
she doesn't approve of your lifestyle. She doesn't approve of that.
Would you say she was like trying to kind of meet me in the middle, but it wasn't really working all that well all the time. She would try to call me child instead of, because it's more like gender.
So, yeah, political rhetoric is too far left and right. People are too sensitive. I'm going to call you child. I'm going to call you what I gave birth to. Like, who are you? Okay, you want to be an adult and you want to be identified as sir or whatever, go and get your own lease and get out my house. Don't ask me for my credit information. Don't even forge my signature if you're trying to go to college. Go and be who you are. Go get emancipated if that's what you want to do. You know, it's bad that black people, we kick our kids out before the age of 18 for differences. But this is one of them things to where you need, I'm finna go ahead. I'm finna help you get emancipated. You got to get the fuck up out of here. But what's even crazy is the mother is with a 22-year-old boy and she's 38 years old. I mean, yes, he's a legal adult and consenting and stuff like that. But this baby is closer to your son, daughter age. And what's going on with that is what's crazier than anything. This person needs some mental health treatment. And what I mean by that is the World Health Organization classified transgenderism to be gender dysmorphia, which is a mental health issue to where you think that you're something other than what you're not. And from what I've seen and people that I've talked to in my real life, so I can't speak for the whole transgender community, transgenders feel comfortable going out to be the opposite of who they are in order to attract what they want. It's like selling a fantasy. You're selling a fantasy. And we live in a day and age where the Jeffrey Epstein file is heavily talked about, where they actualize your kids. So your kid is out there selling a fantasy, trying to be the complete opposite gender than they really are. So they're actually actualizing themselves, if you think about it. Because you're hyper focused on your identity being around your gender expression, opposed to them books, opposed to what you want to do for life and a career. You can be a transgender, but you can also be a doctor. You can be a lawyer. You can be all of that. So when you a child, stay in a child's place and focus on what the hell you want to do instead of focusing on how you going to express yourself to get whatever actual organ down you that ain't got nothing to do with you.
Girl, why? Here they come.
Too
Why I
grown.
call you mother? Who are you? Girl. I'll pray that little boy one more time. Where that little boy go? The little boy that say he a pre-K kid. I want to see him one more time. Girl.
And somebody said the kids have been taught entitlement. They are entitled, okay? From a celebrity child to whatever. You can love and discipline them, but how you do that is how you do that. Send them to boot camp. Send them to reform camp. Don't sit up there and try to be the professional or give them professional advice when you're not qualified to do that. Send them elsewhere. It's okay. Motherfucker, see me, I'm going to be all the professional. I don't need to send my child nowhere. At all, nigga. I come from a family. Shit, my older brother, them fucked up. They got beat with extension cords around that motherfucker. They got beat with extension cords. And I don't believe in child abuse, but I know a story. One of my older brothers stole $3,000, and this was back in the 90s, early 90s. Stole $3,000 cash. So you know that $3,000 is like $10,000, $15,000 today from the early 90s, and took it to school and was flashing it. And my uncle beat my brother with a extension cord. Now that is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. Beat the nigga so bad his underwear was stuck to his booty because of them whelps. I'm talking about, you know how like when a wound is healing and you put a Band-Aid over and it's kind of hard to take that bitch off and it get crusted because now the Band-Aid become a part of the healing process. That's how the nigga drawers was stuck to his booty when my uncle beat him for stealing out my mama pocketbook. Okay? I remember clearly that nigga said, I want the skins and the ends out my mammy pocketbook, and got the shit beat out of him. And to this day, my brother ain't never steal from my mama. Ain't never do that again. So I'm not all for substantial abuse, but I will tell you there has to be some type of solution to scare the living daylight out of these kids to where they won't continue to make these mistakes, aka end up fatally unaliving their own parents simply because they're entitled to be called the transgender shit like that. This is why Donald Trump will always win the vote when he talks about transgenderism and talks about women actually having the right to be called a woman. Katanja Jackson Brown, what is a woman? And you're stumbling. A woman is somebody who who has a natural cycle. A woman is somebody who go through pain every goddamn month, so much pain that a man can't withstand it. And I done told y'all, women got to be strong to go through that shit. Nigga, I'm in the gym. I hate doing legs. If I'm deadlifting, squats or whatever, you know what motivate me to keep going? Oh shit. These women out here, they bleed every goddamn month. And they got to tolerate this shit, and I'm crying about some little leg pain. Hell no. Shit in my head, I be competing with women. Pause on that, because a lot of these men like the Saucy Santanas, the T.S. Madison, the Junkie Dinevas, they really compete with women. You want to be a woman. No, I compete with women to the extent to where if a woman can give birth, if a woman can bleed every month, my ass can go to the gym and experience a little bit of uncomfortability in order to improve my goddamn body. That is healthy competition. That is not competition like I want to replace you. Get the fuck up out of here.
Why? Here they come. Why I call you mother?
Oh
Who
my
are
gosh.
you?
Y'all know this giving.
Pray that little boy one more time. Where that little boy go? The little boy that say he a pre-K kid. I want to see him one more time. Girl.
So sad. A 12-year-old girl dies from brain hemorrhage 10 days after bully strikes her in the head with a metal water bottle. Doctors did nothing but gave her Tylenol.
Sandra Mitchell is live in Reseda with the heartbreaking story. Sandra?
Cher, it really is. Her family says this school was supposed to be a safe place, but the bullying had been going on for a while. For its part, the school will only say they are deeply saddened by what happened and fully cooperating with what has become now a homicide investigation. A grieving mother outside Reseda High School. Tonight, Elma Chiquipa tells KTLA her 12-year-old daughter Kimberly was the victim of a vicious bullying attack. Hit in the head in the school hallway, she died days later after a brain hemorrhage.
It was a metal water bottle, and they threw it to her right over here. Then after that, she said she was feeling dizzy when she got home, so they took her to the hospital.
Witnesses say the water bottle that struck Kimberly was launched by another 12-year-old girl. After the incident at Reseda High, Kimberly was taken to the ER.
No, nada. Solamente le recetó Tylenol.
Her mom says the doctor did nothing. They sent Kimberly home and told her to take Tylenol. But a few days later, Kimberly collapsed.
The day that she had the aneurysm, we had no clue that something was about to happen.
Guy Gazzett is Kimberly's uncle.
The child that attacked Kimberly was a problematic child and that has been fighting and bullying a lot of kids, not specifically targeting Kimberly.
Justice for Kimberly!
Amid all this grieving, now there are demands for justice. Kimberly's classmates demonstrating outside the school today. And the LAPD is investigating this as a homicide, saying due to the sensitive nature and the involved parties being juveniles, we are not releasing any further information. As you can imagine, Kimberly's family facing some really extreme medical bills because she did have 3 surgeries before she passed. There is a GoFundMe to help the family. If you'd like to contribute, you can find the link on our website.
KTLA's Sandra Mitchell is live in Reseda with the...
And that is so crazy in Reseda, California, a far left state where even judges don't give a fuck about the law and do whatever they feel like doing. Y'all mean to tell me y'all can't cure these bully tactics in the school? Pushing transgenderism, aka confusion, in the household between kids and their parents, and you can't regulate the kids from bullying each other. Hit the girl in the head with a cup, and the school is sadding. And no, she needs to be charged as an adult. She needs to be charged as an adult. Somebody need to whoop that bully is what they need to do. Whoop that trick is what it's called. Why we don't have any anti-bullying programs? We used to have them. I don't know about y'all. I mean, everybody here, y'all have heard of DARE. Drugs, abuse, resistance, education. I remember Deputy Saul used to come around, preach about DARE, smoking it bad. You don't even see none of them in the school. Stop smoking, don't smoke. It'll start a forest fire. Don't do drugs. Don't do any of this. Don't drink and drive. You don't see none of that shit in the schools no more. They full of transgenderism. They even say Turning Point USA got chapters in the school. Teaching everybody to be pro-Israel and shit. Priorities are fucked up. They are fucked up, honestly. And I want to say rest in peace to that little girl who was substantially bullied to the point to where she was hit in the head and now it cost her life. Teachers ain't stepping in. Ain't nobody intervening. Where's her friends? Where's her siblings? I know she got about fucking 50, 11 cousins at the same goddamn school. I mean, fucked up. Bullying. All because you jealous. Little girl can't even live her life to the fullest potential. Wanted to make her a vegetable. Had to be jealousy. But around the age of 12 and 13, that's when they stop focusing on school and start focusing on little boys and shit like that. Niggas like Lil Pump. Ain't nobody scared of your punk ass nigga.
J. Cole, I heard you walked out the club when they started playing my songs. Yo, you're a fucking bitch ass nigga. I swear to God. Yo, how do you walk out of a club just because they start playing Lil Pump songs? Did you forget that you in Miami? You in my fucking city, boy. You are in my city. Did you forget? Nigga, you was a hoe. I'll spit in your face.
Bitch, you at the casino out here dragging links and you talking all this shit. This is somebody that called himself Lil Pump. Toot.
Girl, why? Here they come.
Nah, I know you in Miami. If I catch you, it's on sight.
Yo, if you catch him, it's on sight.
The little boy that said
and then
I want to see him one more time. Girl!
He went after the man's wife. Why does your wife look like a burnt Miss Potato? A black woman at that, and this nigga called Lil Pump. And J. Cole is probably one of the least problematic rappers out there.
You heard me say Gucci Gang in the club 54 times without me even being there, nigga. And it hurt you so badly that you had to walk out. And you're 40 years old. You're a 40-year-old man, bro. Go take care of your kids. Listen, I bet your wife don't know about this, though. I'm about to ruin... Hey, listen, fuck it. I'm about to ruin your whole marriage, cuz. Fuck it. When you don't stress, you live the best. But one thing...
Why has he still got money? You know, and again, he part of the new age rappers and shit. Gucci Gang, 50, 11 times, and that's the goddamn song. Take me through there, and that's the whole goddamn song. The intellect is down, motherfucker. Everybody watching baddies, and everybody. Let me go ahead and why Baby Dookie's voice ain't a hit, bitch? My shit sound better than y'all. Fuck wrong with y'all. Want Nicki Minaj to jump on the track. Do, Baby Dookie for. What is going on? He better stop playing with that man. See, J. Cole is unproblematic as far as I know. We have the same barber. I've seen him so many times come and be peaceful and humble and respectful in the barbershop. Chatted up with me, dap me up and everything. He don't care. He respect people. This is my personal experience with J. Cole. So for this little ass nigga to come out here playing with this man like this, somebody gonna fuck him up and we don't care. Why is you even still relevant? Who's still giving you money and some shit like that? I don't know. Lil Pump, go sit your down is what people saying. And again, talking about your name, Lil Pump. Bitch, your name is Lil Pump. Yes, indeed. Brorilla. Brorilla. I said Brorilla. And I'm showing off my moose knuckle. She want to be Glorilla so bad. I'm starting to see through the cracks and see through the pain and all the funny that she caused and the havoc and confusion and stuff like this. This has got to be a goddamn psyop social experience that we are living in where Brorilla can come out here and become a star over goddamn night. No talent, no credentials, just a fucking shameless individual. And I guess that's what we, love and respect. We love people that are shameless out here. And Brorilla has taken the internet by storm. Brorilla and 50 Cent playing with T.I. wife and shit like this. Is this what we dealing with these days? Brorilla, put that up. Put it up. All that stuff like that. As fat as it is, I'm starting to believe you did have 3 abortions. Crazy crack, bro. You did escape from the mental health hospital. I ain't gonna lie, I fucks with Brorilla, but it's getting old real quick. I don't know about y'all. She done came at people, and now you want to pay people to go at other people and all this other stuff. And they say ain't nobody getting paid. You just farming off of the back of Glorilla. What's fascinating about Brorilla is that Glorilla, very much like J. Cole, everybody loved them. They really don't have.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly, sweet bro. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't really got no oppositions out here in the streets, unless of course it's your sibling. And so, Brorilla, I feel like the 15 minutes is about to be up. If not, we need to see something novel at this point in time. Bitch, I need to see Brorilla finna jump off a bridge or something. No, Brorilla, we need to, shift the nature of the conversation. I even try to get Brorilla pointers. I done talk to Brorilla, tag it, and we talk and stuff like that. Nigga, Cardi B and Glorilla is in concert together. They said they cousins. Roast them. Roast Cardi B to stay in the game. You done missed the opportunity. But at the end of the day, a lot of people like Brorilla simply because we love Glorilla. Let's make that very fucking clear, because I know a whole bunch of studs and dykes that are actually more funny than Brorilla. So all this other shit, I guess Brorilla finna be Charleston White 2.0 minus the racist antics. Who fucking knows? Speaking of people that need to go sit down somewhere, who this hot po? Who is this? They say
loved it. It's so
Jim
beautiful.
Carrey to turn
and having
into the
Michelle,
mask.
Camilla Cotono. was also amazing. It was just a brilliant evening, you know? Really brilliant evening. Oh my gosh. Ange Malaver was off the hook. I mean, I can't believe he committed to doing all that.
I don't know about y'all, but to me, it's like this new Jim Carrey face, the mask, and only in his mind did he look good. When you actually look like a creditor, okay? I don't know if you went out the Liam Neeson, Keanu Reeves look, because now you look like Doom. And this don't look like you. You can't, your face can barely move, and when it does, your shit look like you got apple boxes like Black China and dumb. Like, who this Harpo? Who is this? It's okay to age, okay? It's okay. Why are you trying to pander to the youth? You look like a predator. It's almost like me getting all my facial hair cut off and motherfucker be like, Shit, I was in LA County jail and I neared off all my facial hair. They was like, oh no, you look like you a girl now. Like you trying to be a transgender. Where's your facial hair? Plus this shit, dude, like you still old, you still broke down, motherfucker. And the Truman Show has to be my top, if not my favorite movie. I can't say that because, you know, it's Juice and all these other black culture films. The Truman Show is in the top 5 movies. And he should have stayed with that. Now you up here trying to be Keanu Reeves, Liam Neeson and stuff like that. Come on, man. We loved you for your funny ass faces and your funny looks and your improv skill. Now you trying to have like a midlife crisis to where we're supposed to expect that you are a leading man. This shit look disgusting, sir. It looked disgusting. Your face look worse than Donald Trump daddy, and that nigga whole jaw and ear was sunk in. It looks disgusting. Like you should not have done this. It's okay to be old. It's okay to age. It is absolutely okay, sir. It's okay. But again, he white. Look just like a carbon print of AI out this motherfucker. They said they cloned him, and I'm like, huh? Don't he look cloned? Like, get out of here. You done turned into the mask for real now, motherfucker. Go Shia LaBeouf. He up out here capping, cap star, the lie, saying to them people to beat his ass. What's up, Big Mama? Thank you. Thank you. He just said these people that beat him up in New Orleans. New Orleans, baby. I wonder if Voodoo Doll was out there when you was getting your ass beat up. And Sandiva, did you see him? Let me know if you seen him. Now he trying to say the men that scrubbed him to the ground is gay and touching on him. Sir, you gay. You gay. You probably was looking at them and still insecure about being gay, nigga. That's why you tried me out there at Higher Path in Sherman Oaks. Now I'm finna beat your goddamn ass. Bad attitude, even Stevens, bitch. You gonna dig some more holes, ain't you?
About none of this shit.
No fact.
I remember asking Kendrick one time, like, bro, hey, Trump or Kamala, he was like, you think I give a fuck about this shit? Like, he got real life.
Yeah.
You know?
I just remember there was one day where it was like either Epstein does horrible shit or it's you having fun, and it was no.
Right. So if you got to pick, hey man, come with me. I'm the good one.
Yeah.
He always dropping somebody else's tea, but his own. Niggas is not fucking with you. They say you was getting high during an interview, an audition, driving, getting high during an audition. You are an abomination and a disgrace, Shia LaBeouf. We gonna wonder when you gonna come out here with your own Hollywood stories and tell how your parents pimped you and pandered you throughout to all them goddamn men. That's what we want to know. We don't want you up out here getting beat up and talking about, oh, well, I got gay dudes touching on me. Is that your legal defense that they're gay and that they were actually harassing you? No, it's not your problem everywhere you go, Shia LaBeouf. And we ain't falling for that. It take you to come up out here to make a fool of your goddamn self in order for you to get some attention. You ain't the GOAT. And speaking of the GOAT, you even got Granny's roasting her goddamn man.
Half upstairs, I eat by myself.
Oh, Lord.
Who upstairs?
Half upstairs.
Y'all don't eat together?
No.
So Pap just eat upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
So you always eat by yourself?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't go upstairs and eat with Pap?
No, for what?
Oh, you just like eating by yourself?
Deanna? Go.
Cause Pap upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
So where he at?
Upstairs.
Where he at, Grandma? I guess left stab. Don't cough now. I guess left stab. You ain't gotta. Hold on. You gotta lick the chicken like that.
Yeah.
You eat so much chicken, you go rinse and fly. Like, you go fly, grandma.
Okay.
Why you love chicken like that so much?
How's it good?
And get out your grandma's face. Talking about pap upstairs. Old people be messy as hell. There's a couple of y'all in my chat right now going over there worried about Papoose and Clarissa Shield, because that is her in 25 years. Yes, indeed. Talking about pap upstairs. That's if she better keep on winning them fights, because he up out of there as soon as she lose one of them and can't call herself the GOAT no more. You see Terrence Crawford. You see all these boxers be on stage and giving a little speech after they win the round and shit like that. Papoose up there hugging on and kissing on, and the camera's in his face. Cause that's a misogynist nigga. I'm telling you, Papoose know how to squeeze a check out of a bitch. He do it better than L.A. Reid and better than Future put together. Pap upstairs. Shout out to the GOAT. I definitely appreciate her talent, but when it comes to her affiliating herself with Zeus Network and Baddies, I done told y'all she sold her soul. And I ain't finna talk about them people, because last time I did, they cut my internet off. I'm on Starlink. So they are listening to everything that I'm saying right now better than a goddamn translator headset. They're listening. So if I go to talking about the people, they're going to cut me off from outer space. They're going to cut me off the same way they cutting off Iran, where they can't even call for no motherfucking help. Eat rice and chicken with a crab leg and shrimp in that goddamn tray. Get out your grandma's face. Watch her mess ass online all the time. Talking about pap upstairs. Go on somewhere, granny. Where your nigga at? You ain't got no nigga upstairs. You ain't got nobody to cook for but your goddamn grandchild. Go on well. Anyways, moving on. A high school teacher at Madison County High School in Madison, Florida was caught using the N-word in class while talking to a group of black teenager girls. She's under investigation but has not yet been fired. What?
Which one of you in here while talking about me saying the word nigger? What you gonna give me next?
She just said it again, y'all.
See? That right there.
She just said it again.
No, but why are you doing this?
Cause why are you saying that? Don't be saying that around me.
Which one of you in here while talking about me saying the word nigger?
See what I'm saying? Which one of you got a problem with me saying the word nigger? Ma'am, you're white as snow. We don't care if you take black sperm up your. We don't care. Even if you got biracial kids. That's why black women be mad. Motherfuckers, black men divest, and now the women out here calling black teenagers that's gonna grow up to be black women the hard N-E-R word. That's what she said. Fuck is you talking about? Like, where's that nigga that jumped over the bench at that goddamn judge in Vegas when you need him? And see, they like to call me a delinquent. I'm telling you right now, that's Florida, Madison, Florida. I went to an elementary school called Cracker Trail Elementary in Sebring, Florida. So they was entitled to say the N-word. So when I tell you I was breaking them teacher noses and throwing desk at them, that's the type of shit that they were saying to me. And I taught them a valuable lesson. Now you got a doctor bill. Now you got a broken nose. Even right now, when you look in the mirror, you got to think about young Denot. Young Denot 30 years ago then broke your goddamn shit for saying that N-word and for harassing me. Bitch, I'm in my gifted classes doing calculus and way ahead of my school. Nigga, y'all don't know. I was in college in elementary. I was doing college courses in elementary at Cracker Trail Elementary. Them crackers so fucking racist. The same way they squander your son and daughter athletic abilities, they will squander your son and daughter's academic abilities because they racist and they want you to stay far behind. See, I don't believe that I'm born behind for a reason. I believe, yeah, I'm born behind. This is my parents' life. But I can play catch up and I can be on the same level as these white kids. But then when I go to the school, now I'm being picked on, bullied, and harassed. Look at Shiloh Smith falling for the scheme of the white boy talking shit to him, and now he fighting the boy, and now you kicked out of the NFL. Or in elementary, like me. I'm kicked out of college courses. I'm kicked out of the gifted class, bitch. Like literally. I went to a school for gifted students. They didn't kick me out of there, and now I got to go to the alternative school where all the bad motherfuckers at. And now I know this ain't the place for me to be. So let me go ahead and spike up my smartness to use my smartness as a mechanism to get the hell away from these niggas that ain't it. And then when I go back to regular school, you got the teachers calling me the hard NER. So I'm telling you right now, this is why I was sent to boot camp and juvenile hall always. I ain't play that shit, bitch. You talking about recording. I would have recorded me scrubbing the ground with a yes indeed. This is why I stayed in juvenile detention. Because them white folks at the school, they be playing with us. They really do be playing with us. And the number one educator of black students is a white woman. And this is what she like to do and get away with it. I remember I was in middle school. I was fucking one of my teachers. I ain't never told nobody that story. I ain't never played victim. She was training this one over here. I ain't gonna lie. She was training and pulling up on it. Boy, it got fat overnight when I dead ass. Let me stop saying that. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. Shit, because at the end of the day, some of your sons and your daughters was trained by the people right in your household too. You know, so I will tell you that that is definitely egregious. She needs to be punished. She needs to be made an example out of. That way that mistake don't happen again at all. Some people be like, all white people are racist. Who famously said it? Muhammad Ali. Can't trust one snake because they all snakes. You can't trust a snake, period. I personally don't want to and don't go around with the ideology that all white people are racist. I don't do that. That's just not called for when it comes to me and my ideology. But does everybody have a little racism in them? Just like a lot of women all women have a little B in them. Yeah, we are human. We're capable of these thoughts, whether we act on them or not, or whether we let the public know it or not. So it's safe to assume that you have some type of tendencies and some type of thought within you to protect yourself, to defend yourself, or to claim superiority over somebody else. Yeah, it's safe to assume that. But to publicly display it the way that lady did is absolutely atrocious. And she would have got her goddamn ass, if I were back there, broke nose, throw the teacher's desk and all. I done told y'all the stories about me. Them crackers used to fuck with me and then call up my mama acting like they all innocent and ain't did nothing to trigger me. And then here come my mama in the principal office. All the teachers is lined up. These bitches is lined up like they at the J Hud show. When my mama comes, she walking down the line of honor in the principal office to beat my goddamn ass and ask me why I did it. I forgot to take my medicine. And on the way out, they clapping like it's my walk of shame. What is you talking about? After harassing and picking and poking at me. Authority need to respect other people and stop taking advantage of your position in order to continue to cause harm against other people. And that's why authority get violated by niggas like me. I ain't finna put my hands on them. I'm just finna play your game better than you. Okay, Holly? Okay, Holly Hancock? Suck my Anyways, moving on. Dion Cole. Yes, indeed, he didn't come out here trolling to this far left audience. But again, people had questions about Nicki Minaj on the stage with Erica Kirk saying she racist. You just being tokenized. Dion Cole definitely funny as hell.
Minaj, Lord, yes. She's been going through a lot lately, Lord. Hasn't been herself, Lord. I believe whatever's in her ass is affecting her brain, Lord. Take it out of her ass, Lord. We bind that spirit in her ass, Lord.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Nicki Minaj, Lord, yes. She's been going through a lot lately, Lord. Hasn't been herself, Lord. I believe whatever's in her ass is affecting her brain, Lord.
Listen, Dion Cole is definitely one of my favorite. He's a real, like, when you see an actor actually being themselves and delivering the same way that that they deliver in their craft, like Blackish. Like, Blackish would not be Blackish. It wouldn't be the same without Dion Cole's character. I used to look forward to it, you know, and the little beefy head with Diana and stuff like that. I fucking love Dion Cole. He's absolutely great to me. And obviously the Barbs, and I'm a Barb, You know, it took me a long time to acknowledge that, but I ain't finna go out of my way and threaten this man's life and say I'm gonna pull up on him and that dig up his mama and shit like that. That's some crazy, egregious shit. You know, people are so sensitive about their guys and their leaders. And we talked about parasocial relationships earlier. All of Nikki's fans feel like they know her and have a duty to protect and defend her. The man was just simply doing his goddamn job, okay? Especially after Michael B. Jordan got called the hard NER in an audience. It's okay to uplift and celebrate black people. And it's also okay to use your peers and people that you know as a butt end of your joke. Isn't that exactly what made Cat Williams so phenomenal? He used his peers and exposed certain things and said certain things that people were afraid to say at the time. And that's what made him him. Moving on, a white man tells the Grand Rapids Commission he drove without valid plates for a year and was never stopped.
License plate tabs. These are mine from a year ago when I decided to start an experiment to see how long I, as a white dude, could drive around without them and not get pulled over. Last year, working all the way across town 5 days a week, driving through 4 or 5 different police jurisdictions, I was never stopped or questioned once. But please do keep telling us that there's no racial or class bias in policing. I bet if I started riding my bike around with a gun on me, nobody would call. But in the past couple of years, GRPD has killed on 2 out of 3 calls for simply being black and having a firearm, supposedly in a state where that in itself is not illegal. Speaking of racism, let's talk about dogs. As a white guy from the South, I gotta say that when I see a black man running away having dogs sicked on them, it's reminiscent of the plantations of the old South, with an E. Delbert, release the hounds, that boy's running. I concur with those who've called for drastic change in the dog policy at GRPD. I also join with those who are very tired of listening to a group who doesn't even rank among the top 15 to 20 most dangerous professions bellyache about how they supposedly feared for their lives while nestled snug in their body armor. Mayor, you urged people last night to have ideas rather than just complaining. But ideas are always rebuked by cops as a coddled class hiding behind endless excuses, red tape, assorted jingoistic mythos, and an endless pecker measuring machismo. Look, David, I get it. You're insulted and maybe a little butthurt that people like me will come up here and get on you about your promises. I saw the Facebook unfriending. I read the cold, stoic handshake a couple of weeks ago. But you're the one that promised to take on policing as an issue in your campaign, and that we shouldn't be arresting people all the time for every little thing. And then you went and made a video carrying water for exactly that. Nobody's trying to belittle progress on stuff like financial disclosures, but I can guarantee you that has never saved a life. And imagine how much faster you could move if you stopped caring about wealthy puppet masters and feelings and egos in this building. Besides, until financial disclosure for all those appointees is a thing, this is nothing but political theater. So I reiterate my question from last night that you dodged about your personal political capital. You're unique. You can push back. You're better equipped than any prior mayor to throw some elbows. What keeps you from flexing? Make it make sense. Tonight, I'm not staying for whatever gaslighting emptiness comes off the dais. I'm making room for somebody else to come upstairs here to this podium. This has already done enough for my mental health, and it's only a freaking Tuesday. License.
Yeah, that was very performative. First of all, I do want to say that many people, most people actually, would consider him an ally to the black community for standing up and speaking on this, okay? But what's not clear is, yeah, you drove around with expired license plates, but did you actually register it with the DMV? Because my car literally still has a 2024 sticker on it. And it's 2026. And the last time I drove my car was, like a little bit over a month ago. And, police don't be in my neighborhood or whatever the case may be. Is that a race issue? Maybe the police, when they see you driving, they look at the number and zoom in but they also run your license plate before they pull you over sometimes. They got technology to run your license plate to know who you are and if you actually register your car. So maybe that technology actually was enacted and the police who inquired about why you got an old sticker on your car probably was just like, oh, he forgot to change his sticker. Like I forgot to change my sticker. I paid my car registration. Shit, I had to pay them goddamn tickets before I paid for my car registration. And I still got a 2024 sticker on it. Does that make my plates invalid? No, it just means that I haven't changed my sticker. So, people need to ask specific questions. And then on top of that, he's talking about policing in the black neighborhood, in the black communities. That is all very, very real. It is. I told you guys how stop and frisk actually started. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, RFK, these people are gunned down. A dipwit officer, Darren McFadden, stopped a black man in a commercial district of, I believe, Cincinnati, Ohio, and he just looked at him and decided that he had telepathy to know that that black man was going to commit a crime. So he stopped him and frisked him, and he found a gun on him. And at this time, black people, everybody had the right to carry guns. Everybody. This is back in the 60s. It was no crime carrying a gun, but because the police officer had telepathy and would say that, hey, you only have this gun because you're going to rob this place. So despite the enactment of MAP versus Ohio, which was about, the police confiscating evidence off of you illegally, despite the enactment of Miranda rights, which basically pointed out and said that police officers are supposed to tell you your rights before you speak, give up information. They said they didn't care about that with John Terry and Terry versus Ohio, which was decided in 1963. That case is the reason why police doctrine has been shaped around this whole notion of stop and frisk and telepathy. It's in police doctrine. If I'm a police officer and I think you as a black man is going to commit a crime, I'm going to mass surveillance you. There's even bodies of case law building upon Terry versus Ohio stop and frisk to where they can confiscate your car. This is why in Chicago, when a police officer or even the FBI is pulling over cars and breaking windows and it's black people and they're saying, what are you doing? They have case law and officer safety doctrine to back up what they're doing, whether you like it or not. So when you know as much as me, you know how to maneuver. Even in the court of law, where judges, appeal court judges and shit feel like they reign supreme over you, better learn how to litigate and learn your rights to keep on fighting. And don't let nobody fucking make you bend over backwards. Black people have been programmed by black women to fear and I say by black women, not because a lot of our fathers are in prisons and are outside of the home. So these homes that we live in as black Americans are single mother homes. I remember reading an article during the pandemic. It was a school teacher from New York City who said that she regrets that she taught her son to fear the police instead of teaching her son the rules and regulations and how to deal with the police. I fear you versus I know who you are, how you operate, and so I'm going to deal with you accordingly are two completely different realities, different mindsets. And because you think the police is always after you, you're going to manifest that into your life. So you think it, so you should become it. So it should become a part of your life. Bitch, I don't fear the police. That's why they don't be in my life like that. Bitch, I don't fear going to jail. That's why when I get out, I'm like that. I'm smart as a motherfucker and I know so much. That's why they'll throw me in jail on a simple misdemeanor for $250,000 bail because I'm that smart. They disregard motions and shit that I file because I'm that smart and they know I'm right. They fear that. They fear a smart black man that they cannot fucking control. They do that. And if you're somebody who was trained to fear the police, was trained to get mad and not comply, you're an easy target for them. I'm not an easy target for them, bitches. That's why they throw me in jail on a $250,000 bond, bitch. They got my name in their systems. This is a smart ass nigga. I might as well be a political figure at this point in time with how they surveillance me. $250,000 bill. Bitch, fuck wrong with you. America got problems, too many motherfucking problems for me to handle. In its World War III has started. U.S.-Israel launch strikes on Iran. President Trump confirms major combat operations are underway and calls for regime change.
وای به تو زدن وای به زدن
A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people. Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas, and our allies throughout the world. For 47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America and waged an unending campaign of bloodshed and mass murder, targeting the United States, our troops, and the innocent people in many, many countries. Among the regime's very first acts was to back a violent takeover of the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding dozens of American hostages for 444 days. In 1983, Iran's proxies carried out the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut that killed 241 American military personnel. In 2000, they knew and were probably involved with the attack on the USS Cole. Many died. Iranian forces killed and maimed hundreds of American service members in Iraq. The regime's proxies have continued to launch countless attacks against American forces stationed in the Middle East in recent years, as well as U.S. naval and commercial vessels in international shipping lanes. It's been mass terror, and we're not going to put up with it any longer. From Lebanon to Yemen and Syria to Iraq, the regime has armed, trained, and funded terrorist militias that have soaked the earth with blood and guts. And it was Iran's proxy, Hamas, that launched the monstrous October 7th attacks on Israel, slaughtering more than 1,000 innocent people, including 46 Americans, while taking 12 of our citizens hostage. It was brutal, something like the world has never seen before. Iran is the world's #1 state sponsor of terror and just recently killed tens of thousands of its own citizens on the street as they protested. It has always been the policy of the United States, in particular, my administration, that this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. I'll say it again. They can never have a nuclear weapon. That is why in Operation Midnight Hammer last June, we obliterated the regime's nuclear program at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. After that attack, we warned them never to resume their malicious pursuit of nuclear weapons, and we sought repeatedly to make a deal. We tried. They wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. Again, they wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't know what was happening. They just wanted to practice evil. But Iran refused, just as it has for decades and decades. They've rejected every opportunity to renounce their nuclear ambitions, and we can't take it anymore. Instead, they attempted to rebuild their nuclear program and to continue developing long-range missiles that can now threaten our very good friends and allies in Europe, our troops stationed overseas, and could soon reach the American homeland. Just imagine how emboldened this regime would be if they ever had and actually were armed with nuclear weapons as a means to deliver their message. For these reasons, the United States military is undertaking a massive and ongoing operation to prevent this very wicked, radical dictatorship from threatening America and our core national security interests. We are going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated. We're going to annihilate their Navy. We're going to ensure that the region's terrorist proxies can no longer destabilize the region or the world and attack our forces and no longer use their IEDs or roadside bombs, as they are sometimes called, to so gravely wound and kill thousands and thousands of people, including many Americans. And we will ensure that Iran does not obtain a nuclear weapon. It's a very simple message. They will never have a nuclear weapon. This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces. I built and rebuilt our military in my first administration, and there is no military on earth even close to its power, strength, or sophistication. My administration has taken every possible step to minimize the risk to U.S. personnel in the region. Even so, and I do not make this statement lightly, the Iranian regime seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war. But we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for the future, and it is a noble mission. We pray for every service member as they selflessly risk their lives to ensure that Americans and our children will never be threatened by a nuclear-armed Iran. We ask God to protect all of our heroes in harm's way, and we trust that, with his help, the men and women of the armed forces will prevail. We have the greatest in the world, and they will prevail. To the members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the armed forces, and all of the police, I say tonight that you must lay down your weapons and have complete immunity, or, in the alternative, face certain death. So, lay down your arms. You will be treated fairly with total immunity, or you will face certain death. Finally, to the great proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations. For many years, you have asked for America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do what I am willing to do tonight. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want. So let's see how you respond. America is backing you with overwhelming strength and devastating force. Now is the time to seize control of your destiny and to unleash the prosperous and glorious future that is close within your reach. This is the moment for action. Do not let it pass. May God bless the brave men and women of America's armed forces. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless you all. Thank you.
God bless me and my pockets and reparations and HR 40 and all that other shit that y'all done swept under the rug. I told you they took out HR 40 when they took out Sheila Lee Jackson, which happened on the same day that Kamala Harris announced that she was running to become president. Go and look at it. Where is the tariffs checks, all these billions and billions of dollars that you've collected, and now the Supreme Court has struck down tariffs and you can't collect billions and billions? Where's the check that you promised us, Donald Trump? Bitch, all this foreign policy and all this other stuff, you only acting like that and doing that because Netanyahu done told you to do that because they got you on them Epstein file and them Diddy pizza boxes too. Fuck wrong with you? Where is all shit? Okay, everybody in America from Vietnam, goddamn Venezuela, there are people out there cheering and celebrating and all this stuff because Donald Trump went over there and kidnapped their president. The Iranian people in America, they out in the streets celebrating because their dictators are gone. Who the fuck, when they gonna take out the dictators that's putting a chokehold on black Americans and give us some goddamn reparations or some shit like that? See, that's why I can't be in America. I'm in Brazil like Michael Jackson, motherfucker. Bitch, they don't give a fuck about